Hey everyone, it's Bernadette. I wasn't sure I was going to make it on live tonight, but here I am. So let me share this and give you guys a sec to get here. The notification just came through for me, so I'm assuming you guys just got it. But of course, my phone's going to be a pain in the butt. So give me just a sec. We're going to talk about the energy and what to do if you're feeling maxed out, because apparently lots of people are feeling it right now. And I want to help you guys out. Aloha, Bernie. Hi, Beverly. Hi, Janine. Hi, Frederick. Hi, Jeff. Hi, Mandy. Again. I am doing good. Thank you, Frederick. All right. So say yes in the comments if you are feeling maxed out energetically, emotionally. You're like, it's been way intense. And if you're feeling it, I want to hear from you. If you're not, say I'm good, but tell me in the comments right there. Do you feel like emotionally, energetically, just on, like you've just been maxed out, like it's been so intense this last week building up to the eclipse, and then the ensuing energy afterwards? Are you feeling it? You guys feeling kind of like, oh, I can't take, yeah. You're not alone. And you're not, yes, taxed. That's a good word for it. There's many words for it. Like, stop the train, let me off. I can't take anymore. Hi again, Amy. All right. So everybody's feeling it. Everybody's feeling a little bit ragged right now, kind of like I can't take much more. But then there's some that are just riding it, right? You're good. I'm glad. I'm glad for the ones that aren't picking this up. There is this just energy of things are moving so quickly that it's a little bit much, right? Feeling confused? Don't be confused. Sometimes you know this, Spencer. You've been in Charm Life. Confusion can sometimes be just a thing of the ego that it's like we're not getting quiet enough. So take some quiet time. You feel exhausted? Yeah. Yes, very little sleep. And that's part of this thing of being maxed out right now, is that sleep has been hard to come by. Doing pretty good. Writing my tidbits of issues out. A little much. Yeah. Everybody's going to be handling this different, right? Of course, my dad's emptying the dishwasher. Can you guys hear all the clink, clink, clinks of the dishes? Oh my God. So we're just going to ignore it. I hope it doesn't bother you guys too much. Ain't nothing I can do about it at this point. I'm not going to yell at him to stop emptying the dishwasher because I did the dishes. I don't want to empty it. Feel better since we had class. Good, Mandy. I'm so glad. Yeah. Okay. So let's first talk about the sleep issue. Lots of you, me included, having a really hard time. I mean, tired, physically exhausted, but the mind is active, and there's just this, it's hard. There goes my orbs. Hard to stay asleep right now. It's just super hard to stay asleep or fall asleep. Like several times a night, and this has been going on for the entirety of January, waking up several times a night from about 2 a.m. until 5 a.m. And then finally sleep comes back right before the alarm clock hits, right? Which is highly irritating. It does not feel like, you can stay focused. Oh my God, he's like, he must be rearranging the cupboards. This is crazy. I love my dad though. It's been a week. So if that's happening to you, my advice to you is use whatever you've got. Chamomile tea, some binaural beats, pink noise, white noise. You can get all that on YouTube for free, to do whatever you have to do to get some sleep, because the energy is still very amplified, right? It's really amplified right now for everybody. Hi, Sarah. We are being woken up. for whatever reason at the spiritual hours, right? 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. It's that space. And if you are having a ton of dreams right now, and some of them don't make sense, just write them down. I've been opening notes on my phone. I have several quick little symbols from my dreams written down so that I can remember them all in the morning. And I don't remember, much, but I've been able to track it. I've had some strange ass dreams, really weird, dreaming about being stuck in an airport in Russia kind of dreams. It's like the world scene invading my dreams. But there's also been amazing messages coming through from spirit about hope and optimism and my role in the world right now, and my family, and every which way. So take note of what's showing up in your dreams, but try really hard to do everything you can to go back to sleep. That's my first advice to you. Part of the reason everybody is maxed out is because just mass consciousness is at this tipping point. As we go through this paradigm shift, it's not fun, right? There's so many unknowns. Then we have the planet Mercury that has been making some aspects with the planet of karma and lessons, Saturn, that's created this huge amount of confusion when it comes to communicating. The dreaminess of Neptune and Pisces right now is making us want to really kind of stay in daydream land, right? Stay in that place of imagination. And it doesn't translate into real world action necessarily. There's just a lot going on, you guys. I mean, from the standpoint of living here in America, all of you guys know there's a lot of uncertainty, and there's a whole lot of fear and lack and dissatisfaction going on. And that is meant to shake us up as a whole society, to do things differently, to think outside of our own lives. But what we see playing out in the news is definitely, it angers us, right? I mean, I have a definite reaction to what's going on. Like, this is wrong, and I keep saying that this is wrong. Spirit, make it stop. Like, let the truth come out. Let everybody be taken care of. And yet it's difficult when you know people personally that are actually suffering through what's happening in our government with the government shutdown. Not able to catch my dreams. Seem to hold rather normal activity or interactions. So if that's the case too, I mean, if there's any symbols that stand out, just put them down and then look them up. I'll tell you guys again, my favorite dream interpretation guide online is from Dream Moods, all one word, dreammoods.com. It's a pretty comprehensive guide. They've been building it for years, and they add things to it all the time. It's a great interpretation site. If you want to look up your dream symbols. If you have one that you've been lucid in, I don't understand it, you can always call me. I'm good at dream interpretation. It's one of my many gifts that I like using. Dreams fascinate me. Like, spirit speaks in symbols, and spirit a lot of times has to speak to us in our dreams, give us messages in our dreams, because our ego's out of the way. Which brings me to my next point. Lots and lots of people are having some battles internally with their egos. A lot of people are hyper aggressive right now, that are asleep, and they are kind of a little bit out of control. And when their ego strikes and triggers our ego wants to go in and play and go in and battle and go in and react. And that's exactly the opposite of what we should be doing. All of the planets are, in fact, right now direct. We do have a retrograde coming. I can't remember which. I've been so busy this whole week, since Friday. I haven't had time to really look at what the planetary aspects are getting ready to do, but I know that the energy is highly activated, period. And I know that the lineups we are living through right now are just historical in general, because so many planets are, like, all the planets are direct, and so many planets are in their home sign. It is just making everything super intense, and we have to learn how to deal with this. That's how I interpreted a dream for you. That's how you found me. Nice. Interpreting my dreams intuitively for years. Yeah. Dreams are important. I mean, they're really, I wish more people paid attention because so many lessons come through in dreams. And if we take it seriously from the standpoint of God talking to us, the universe talking to us, we have so much we can uncover about what we're doing. I mean, I've caught people actually cheating on me because of a dream, and waking up out of the dream and spirit saying, this is how you catch them, so that you know for yourself and they know that you know that they are. It's like, all right, let's do this. Information like that can come through for you in a dream, but also good messages of opportunities come as well. So it's important to pay attention to your dream. I caution you not to react to other people's egos right now, no matter how obnoxious they are, no matter how angry, how asleep, how tuned out they are. Don't react to people. Like, we really, really need to come from a place of love, compassion, and consciousness, conscious intention, conscious choice in everything we do. We are definitely in uncharted territory as humans. Absolutely. Spencer, I've been having some strange, deep thoughts with and conversations with spirit lately, about that very topic. Like, there's just so many things that have come up, on many levels, right? I don't even want to get into it with you guys. You guys would probably think I'm crazy, but some of you would be nodding your heads right alongside of me with some of the questions I've been asking spirit about the universe and about our place here and what's happening. You know, what is this great leap of evolution, and why is it as human beings we are constantly out of step with nature on this planet, yet the animal kingdom is still very much in step with nature. They don't, except for animals that we've domesticated, they've adapted to it, but nature just continues forward in its same beat every day, right? These orbs are really distracting to me. I'm happy that they're here, but which is a blessing for you guys. I want you to know that. You see these little things flying around my head. That's for you, I think. My guide's letting me know everything's going to be okay. So let me just tell you, it is going to be okay. You may need to take extra care right now of yourself. Take extra time, to slow down, to breathe, to take deep breaths, to take time outs for yourself, because I don't know if this is going to slow down. I don't know if the energy is going to hit this place where it finally mellows out and slows down. Everything is moving in such a fast pace right now. Had a neighbor drop a pile of rocks in front of my house. I spoke to him about it, and he said he didn't know it was my yard. I was kind to him and we were good. A few minutes later, he was cutting down a cactus from the front of my house. Oh my God. I thanked him after he told me he was cutting it down after getting poked by it. Yeah, it's stuff like that though. Like, people are unaware, or they just don't care, or they just super emboldened and entitled, and we can't react to that stuff in a way where we let our egos come out and play, because then our emotions get triggered and it just explodes into this chaotic place. And I know a lot of people's relationships right now are struggling because communication is highly in focus, and it is. And that's a big part of what we're here to deal with this year, 2019. Because communication is difficult and highly in focus, we have to be very careful with what we say to others and how we say it, how they're receiving what we're saying, and that they're receiving it right and we're projecting it right. A lot of people are just popping off at the mouth, and they're not coming from a place of heart and compassion and kindness at all. How do we combat that? We just be quiet and we be kind. Better to say nothing than to say something out of anger, hatred, or meanness of spirit, right? So be kind to yourselves right now. I know it's a ride. I really do know it's a ride. Yep, pick your battles totally right now. And that's the deal. Pick what you're focusing on and don't let anything distract you from it at all. I mean, there's so many conflicting energies right now that it's easy to get sucked into fear. It's easy to get sucked into ego battles. It's easy to get sucked into even thinking that, you can't handle this. But as maxed out as the energy is, you can handle it we can handle this. Sometimes you just have to ask for help. Or sometimes you just need to take a time out. And I urge all of you, like, seriously, take some time outs and pray to your pray to your source energy. However you do that, there's no right or wrong. Ask for assistance and ask for added energy. Hi, Carla. Hi, Marlene. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm tired too. I mean, as much energy is hitting, I keep moving through it, one task at a time, one thing at a time. And funny enough, I'm getting a ton of stuff done. And how I do it by the end of the day, I look back at the day and I'm like, I just lived an entire week in 12 hours. I don't know how I did it, but thank you. I'm alive. I didn't die. Nobody got hurt. Everything's good. And that's kind of where we're at right now. Walked away from an argument. Good girl. See? And it is so much better to do that. It's so much better. I really think in a lot of ways, from the standpoint of creating more harmony and synergy in the world, we have to be in a place where we're willing to just not engage in it. Just stop resisting, right? There are places where we need to stand up and say, hey, that's not right. And there is a time and a place for everything. But when somebody's angry, there's no point in battling with them. If someone's ego is fully engaged and they're in reaction mode, you're not going to get anywhere. You can't solve a problem like that. All of my clients this week that have been calling me about relationship issues, I'm like, you need to just step back. Like, that's the recurring message. Step back. Take responsibility for what you're thinking and feeling. Let the energy mellow out before you try to push and force having your way. As you guys have seen in the world, bless you, it doesn't work. It doesn't do any good, right? To push and to force. Things are going to open up for you naturally if you're coming from the right place. Lots of following my list on a daily basis. It's hard. I know when things get like this. And honestly, the energy just feels like it's high crank. Like all of a sudden we went from 25-mile-per-hour zone to 70, and we're all having to pick it up and get it done. And are you guys seeing what I'm seeing with the little orbs flying right in front of me? But so distracting, but thank you. They want you to know, like the angels, spirit, God wants you guys to know, like, you are never alone. You aren't. If you are in a confrontation with someone and they are not backing down and they're not letting you out of it, then you can pray. You can ask for assistance from your guides, from your angels, from spirit, and they will come in and assist in getting you out of the situation. I've done it many times. I had to do it this week as well. And yeah, you can see them. It's cool. It's like way distracting for me, especially when they're like right there and there's nothing flying in front of me. The only way I'm seeing it is through the screen. So yeah. All right. So be happy. Try as much as you can to be happy, to love yourself, to take care of yourself in a gentle way, to take care of those you love. Appreciate everything you have right now, even the things that are highly stressful. Okay. If you need clarity, if you need some help seeing through the forest from the trees, just book a session with me and I will help as much as I can get to the bottom of it, get you going on a path that's of least resistance and will take you to where you want to go. Sometimes it does. It takes an outside source. I may have a plan for the day, but then that's exactly the point right now. Like, we have a plan for the day and then all these other things start happening and it's like you get completely sidetracked. What's so funny about that though, if you just go with the flow and you don't stress out about it, by the end of the day, it all just comes together. I really think we're all being taught how to flow with the energy better and how to get more into a natural rhythm. And I at times think that a lot of the stuff that's getting thrown at us unexpectedly is to get us to stop needing to be so controlling about our lives, being way more in a place of flow with the universe and synergy and harmony with the universe. Oh, you're welcome, Bernie. Yeah, well, I'm tired. I'm going to go lay down, but I didn't, I definitely wanted to at least let those of you know who are feeling this and you're like, oh my God, I can't take anymore. Because I've caught myself thinking a couple of times today, like, one more thing. I can't take on one more. And then something happens and I'm like, I can take it. I can handle it. Okay, you guys always have my back. I got this. And by the end of the day, it's like I look back and think, how did I do that? It's been like that for over a week now, and I wish it would mellow out, but if it's not, then I just keep asking for the strength, the support from the unseen realms to get through it. And I trust that everything is perfect and being perfectly worked out. And by the end of the day, it does. I've had some great kind of wonderful miracles, right, happen the last few days. And I'm grateful. I hope you guys are grateful too. Remember, hold on to that gratitude on even the little things, because then everything just keeps flowing in the right direction. Oh, you're welcome, honey. Hi, Lisa. All right, you guys, have a good evening. Have a good Friday tomorrow. Glad that we hit the end of the week. For those of you who actually have time off this weekend, I'm going to be working this weekend because I need to make up for last weekend when everything got thrown up in the air in my household. So now I'm going to get stuff done. But I actually just turned over 3 new chapters in my book, did a whole entire chapter rewrite, which I didn't think I was going to have time for, but I actually got it done, and rewrote 2 other things and added a whole other section. So even the book's getting done. As much as I thought, I don't have time to do this, I told my editor, I don't have time. Like, you have no idea. Things are just going wonky. But then I got it done and surprised myself. Thank you, Spirit, because I just kind of tapped into some sort of stream and was like, what do you want to hear? I'm rewriting the ending, kind of channeling the ending with some messages from Spirit as well. So I'm super excited about what's coming, but it is a lot. It's a lot. And there's so much in life right now. There goes another one. There's so much in life right now that I really feel like the angels are wanting to participate with us. We just have to believe, and we have to ask for their assistance. And that's all they keep saying to me is, we want to help you. We want to participate. You have to ask us. We aren't going to do it on our own. You have free will. And I want to remind all of you that believe in help from the subtle realms. They want to help us. They enjoy being integrated into our lives, but we have to remember to ask. Right? Ask for help. It doesn't make you weak. It makes you smart. That's what I always think. Like, if you guys can help me out and take some of the load for me, it's going to be much better. So you're seeing the orbs now? I love it when they do that. Like, I can feel angels around me right now. And that's part of the energy that I've been feeling late at night when I wake up in the middle of the night, is very close to the subtle realms. Like, those who've crossed over, and angels and guides are all present. Like, it's just insane. There's been a couple times I've woken up and opened my eyes to the blackness of my room and seen this bright white light and shadows of presence around me. And that's been really cool, right? But then I ask them, after I take down the notes from what I feel like they're telling me, I'm like, put me back to sleep and do it quickly. Like, I don't want to be up. And they do. They knock me out and I go right back to sleep and then wake up for the next dream, take those notes, same thing. You guys can ask that too. Like, there is nothing you can't ask for help with. So I want you guys to know that Talk to them, have conversations with them, ask your ancestors who've gone before you, who are already on the other side, for assistance too. Our family members want to help us as well. We have the support. We just have to know how to ask. And it really is just as simple as having a conversation. So for those of you who have appointments with me through the weekend, I look forward to talking to you. For those of you who want to have an appointment with me, just go to my schedule and book, and I will get in touch with you. Have a good one, you guys.